Alright guys, start of a new day. We're here, welcome to another video. We're down here at the track. You can see Chi-Chi's car's all stripped now because we're getting ready to paint all the parts for his one as well. So his car's going to be nice and red. We're going to get right on to working on my car, getting the remainder of that painted. We're going to assemble it today, get the harnesses in, and overall it's going to be a good day. But how good is this, guys? We're obviously here at the track. A friend of a friend has a coffee booth, and they're just trying to take advantage of the fact that there's a business just around the corner here that's quite busy on Sunday mornings. But I got coffee right here at the front gate to my truck. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a freaking coffee. Yay! Yummy. Alright, so if you weren't watching yesterday's vlog, guys, this is where we got to. Everything is red, including the ground, some of the walls, and everything else. But everything is red that needs to be red. My wing is painted, as you can see, she's glossy and has sparkles in it. And then the convertible itself is painted and looking fantastic. Lots of sparkle in the paint, and this thing is looking damn fine, guys. I'm so happy with how this has turned out. Gonna start piecing this car back together now. Before the guys get here, before we do the rest of the painting, I'm gonna try and get the seatbelt anchors in place. So I'm gonna get the anchors in place so I can put the harnesses in. But I'm gonna get onto that now, and when the rest of the boys get here, we'll get on to painting the rest of the parts. So let's have a good day. Alright guys, progress has already started. I've got the lower belts in, drilled the holes I needed to drill, got them properly mounted, but we noticed there was one or two bits that we didn't put enough clear on. So we're just putting some more clear on those couple bits now, just before I do put it completely back together. Yeah, so it's just that leg over there. It's a bit dry on this leg, and then I'm gonna dump a bunch more down in this footwell to get that sparkling. But other than that, man, this thing is looking schmick. Hit that again. Watch the sparkles, guys. Ready? I don't know if you're gonna see it on the screen, man. The sparkles are insane. Bit of extra sparkle never hurt anyone.
Sparkles from all directions, man.
Well, I probably should get my coffee. Alright, so while he's got the sparkles out, I had a quick idea. I got some of my spare tail lights here. I'm just going to give a quick clean up and then hit them with a glitter. It's just a clear glitter anyway, so like, you know, these tail lights are cheap. It's one of the reasons why we drift 350Zs, because everything is really, really cheap. And I'm cheap. So it works. Give him a hit. Brett's the man, he's in.
Maybe a bit more.
That's crazy. You can actually see there's blue and sparkle in there. Just a little touch, no one will really know. Well, if you look closely, that night and stuff, you'll get the glisten, I reckon. You know, when it's under lights and stuff. That's cool. I don't know, something different.
What's going on?
I am putting beautiful harnesses in. Look how good this looks. I was a little bit concerned with like the orange on red, but it doesn't look too bad. Pretty bloody happy with how this is turning out. I'm a little bit like, not upset, but disappointed that my seats are kind of shit. But who knows, one day I might have a seat sponsor or something. I do have those seats at home that are like brand new, nice seats, but they have Monster logos on them and stuff. I don't want to put that in my car. Just because the green, you know, I can deal with orange and red, but orange, green and red, I can't do. But I'm very, look at this, look how exact I've tried to get it. Just lined up perfectly on both sides. Schmick, I got my fire thing in. What's it called? Extinguisher. I'm going to wrap these up now and zip tie them up so they're neat as possible. I'll get me zip ties and yeah, get these all zip tied up, and I'll show you that in a sec, but looking good. Alright, so it's a hot little tip to help your car look neat, which is you roll these up nice and tight. Yeah, probably a bit tighter than that if you can. Oh god, these are so new, these ones, that they're actually like really tough to roll. It's probably a better one for you, Chi-Chi. It's like rolling a dart, probably. Oh, it's just real tight there at the start. But you roll these up like so, and then you get your zip ties, you run it through, and you hope that your zip tie is long enough, which I don't think this one is. Oh wait, maybe. And you zip tie it up like that, and then it's like super neat. You do the same on both sides, and then job done. How neat's that? It's good, eh?
It's way better doing it like that.
Yeah, so perfect. Woo! Look at the angle, guys. This is sick. Actually looks so good in there. I'm so freaking happy with how this is starting to turn out. Finishing up the clear on the rest of the panels. A few hours time, I'm going to be able to bolt all the rest of the panels on this, and we'll be able to almost see the finished look. I'm waiting on wing stays coming from the US, so we won't see a fully finished look until they get here. I'm thinking about putting a livery on it before matsuri as well, so we'll see how that goes. If you've got any ideas for liveries, let me know in the comments down below. I don't know what looks good on red cars, so yeah, let me know in the comments down below. All right, guys, she's not finished, so this is not the big unveil. Literally all I'm waiting on is the wing stays, but this is it. She's pretty much ready for matsuri, guys. Check it out.
Break my heart if you want to, but I really don't mind. That's how much I want you. Yeah, yeah. I know it's only been 3 weeks and you're a little insecure, but let me tell you what I'm feeling. I promise that I love you and never let you go. When you're feeling down, I'll always hold you close. Won't keep any secrets. Won't play with your heart. Yeah. Baby, I'm down if you're down. Just say the words and I'll be yours forever. Yeah, yeah, forever.
Buggy whip glowing. Thing's so sick.
I'll be yours forever. Yeah, yeah, forever.
So that's it, guys. One of the weirdest things has happened. Obviously, I've taken a lot more weight out of the car, and the rear of the car has come up a lot. Like, look at my tire to guard gap. That used to be tire on guard. That side's a little bit more exaggerated but you can still see here there's tire to guard gap because this tire is a little bit flat. I gotta pump it up. But overall, she's definitely a 5 meter rule, but man, I am very, very stoked, very, very happy with how it's come out. Like I said, if you've got any ideas for a livery on red paint, let me know in the comments down below. But man, we've killed the game on this. Looks a million times better. It's got the buggy whip lit up. I'm going to have a red buggy whip before matsuri. Obviously, it's going to have a big wing before matsuri as well. How's this? Like that just turns on and off with my lights. And I am absolutely stoked with this car, guys. We're just finishing off painting all the rest of Cheech's stuff and all my spare doors as well. So we've got a whole bunch of doors, Cheech's side skirt, Cheech's front quarters, Cheech's bumpers, all getting ready. My wing obviously is ready to go. These tail lights don't know if you can see the sparkles, but they've been clear coated with sparkles. And then I've got some spare doors over here. I mean, not spare doors, my spare good rear quarters. I just decided to put the not as good rear quarters on, but man, super stoked. And I don't know, we'll see what the rest of the day brings, guys. Wifey, what are you doing, waifu?
I accidentally froze our vegan sausages and they weren't meant to be frozen. So now I'm trying to defrost them.
So, something actually made me pretty excited today, honey. Come here. Do you want me to tell you what it's about? You actually commented a positive remark on the 350Z.
I said it looks like a toy car. Is it because I collect toy
No,
cars?
you said it looks good. You said it looks good in red.
I said the red looks rad.
She said the red looks
I
rad.
didn't say the car looked rad. I said
All the red's
red
on the
looks
car.
rad.
If you're saying the red looks good, then the car looks good, right? Back me up here, guys.
I get all excited.
Does it look good?
No.
It does. It looks good.
Speaking of convertibles, I don't know if you heard me the other day. The 400Z.
Yeah.
You're not getting a convertible.
Oh, no. So, you say that. I was editing the video of you in Mitch's car, and I could hear you talking to Mitch, saying, you were talking to Mitch about the 400Z, and you're just like, they're not doing a convertible. Someone's just did a render.
Thank God.
Okay. And she's like, I just hope Luke doesn't get a 400Z convertible. And I was like,
oh, because there's so many convertibles there.
At Queensland Raceway.
Yeah, and BMW convertibles. They're everywhere at the moment in Queensland. I think there was like 3 different ones there on Friday night. There's a couple different ones that come to our track. It's just insane. Like,
alright, so I think people are getting onto the method of my madness. So one of the things I've noticed is obviously majority of people that would buy a convertible 350Z, convertible BMW, aren't the kind of people that go to the track. They're not the kind of people that go racing.
because they're hairdressers.
But they're not the kind of people that thrash their cars. So, the reason I feel like my 350's been so wicked is it was never thrashed before I got it. Like, actually, to be fair, I bought it off Rob White, who's another pro drifter here in Australia, who I used to compete with a lot. But it went from, essentially being a hairdresser's car. Every chance it was owned by a hairdresser who just would have putted it around, driven it, like babied it around, and not thrashed it. Where if you were to get a coupe, there's every chance that, one of you or one of your mates were thrashing it around, trying to race everyone, and generally driving it ignorantly. Where generally speaking, a convertible, it's not going to be like that. You know what I mean? Convertibles are generally just cruised around, down the beach, whatever, like, if daily driven, again, just cruise. No one's racing convertibles around. So that's a method to my madness. A lot of people question why I have a 350Z convertible, because I had a 350Z coupe before I had the convertible, but I got the convertible super cheap, and you know what I mean? It sort of made sense when I thought about it a little bit more. So I don't know whether people are just getting cheap convertibles and using them as drift cars, or whether they're thinking to themselves, why not get a convertible that hasn't been thrashed? Because they just generally aren't. But
I feel like for the BMWs, it could be, or maybe some of them, like the hard top, or the soft tops, once they get damaged beyond a certain point, like
It's expensive to get a soft top, and then you can get the car
especially
cheaper.
for a BMW.
And we
because
don't
it's a
need
Euro.
the soft top for drifting.
Exactly.
I think the BMW thing is more based on Australia's market, and for BMWs, a lot of the Australian sold BMWs were sold with like 1.8 motors, and most of the convertibles were actually sold with a bigger motor. So for the BMW guys, that would make sense from a point of view of like if you get the convertible, it'll come with a potentially a 2.8, sorry. So that sort of makes sense. But anyway, I'm rambling on. We're about to have dinner, and whoa, what happened?
I just spilled boiling hot water on my
Are you
leg.
okay?
I am.
Okay.
Is she okay?
I forgot to cook the kids' pasta, and our sausages didn't get defrosted.
Do you want to say to everyone thanks for
so
watching?
all the meat's done.
Thanks for watching.